It's Latai and Unique, and the mortars from Bean are starting to come out.
To make matters even worse, there's no way Valatai gets the lift to say to write home about this one. Now with Falcons, as we said just before, most likely looking to take the position up on the hillside on the southern side of the circle. They should be able to see what's going on down here as well. That's 3:29 pops up on the screen, and Valatai is a subject.
And they realize it's just down to one member, Fex. Can you save this game? Can you make the push? He'll find Chewy, but no, FaZe is out.
FaZe going down as well. Third place out. It's a Petrichor and SONIQS race for the top. They want to get Chewy back up. Losing Ixlif is not going to help them at all, but they're tied for points. Now, keep in mind what I said earlier. SONIQS lead on placement points. Therefore, they will win this tiebreaker. But at least for now, SONIQS have the numbers. But arguably also, at least for now, they have the tougher rotation to make. It all comes down to this next circle. Do we go north? Do we go south? Or do we center up?
And either way, though, Toby, it's going to be the SONIQS that are actually still sandwiched in between Danawa and KDF. You see the majority of KDF has gone towards the north side, trying to eye maybe an opportunity to get some points between that fight in Petrichor and FaZe that just concluded. But you also still have Tycon in that northwest side. Meanwhile, Danawa, the majority of control in this circle. There is a huge ridgeline as well that they could play that Taman currently sits on if they want to take control. This is madness.
This is huge. And going back to SONIQS pulling up on that Cerberus fight earlier as well. I feel like all these teams have had moments in the early game where everything could have gone against them, but they're playing so aggressive, trying to bring home this win. Chewy now peeking forward, spots Quantum Freaks. Little does he know that leaving Freaks alive, at least for a little while, could potentially help in holding off SONIQS, but they've given space. The Korean team has opted to go up towards the north, now forcing Petrichor to think better of it. As a matter of fact, both teams have started to give space for SONIQS to creep in down below.
Yeah, the timing for both of those teams moving, as you said, giving SONIQS space is actually quite ridiculous at this point. Thinking that all the stars are really starting to align for the SONIQS here, Toby, is Loki now keeping his eyes towards SONIQS as they're starting to wrap on the west side. What little cover they have, they're going to have to use in order to make their push up towards heaven.
Tycon down and out. Freaks looking to potentially climb above TSM, but that will require a humongous finish to this final match of the tournament. SONIQS see a crate up in front of them. That is clearly bait, my friends. Do not go for that. At least not yet. In the meantime, as we said before, all of Freaks are looking north, but now Danawa, realizing there's a full team set on their southern side, are turning their attention south.
And all SONIQS are currently stuck in this pocket. This is just all of them are in, but it's nothing to play. It's not a position they can really do anything from, and so they have to find Nox. That's really the only option they have. And Heaven has just been such a linchpin for SONIQS, not allowing them to move forward on the west.
Exactly, and he's in a 3-1 split with the remaining of his teammates trying to fend off against Petrichor. So Quantum Freaks really trying to take home the whole cake without just a small piece of it. 3 men now pushing up towards Petrichor. If they take them out here, there might just be a west side sweep in the store for Petrichor to make of their own. Look at how split these two Korean teams are. Danawa 2-1-1 split on the east. Quantum Freaks a wide 3-1 split on the west. This utility is finally starting to fly in.
Petrichor just thwarting this push a little bit. You see the Freaks kind of going on a back foot just for a moment.
It's a tie. We're tied with the top 2 teams fighting right down to the end here. Never has a tournament been this close. And Petrichor inside the circle, but only just exactly. The last 2 circles has favored SONIQS and allowed for them to stay on the southern side. But look at the angle that Taman now has over the top. He's a solo player, so I'm not sure if he's going to take the shot, but at least he's going to feed the info across to his teammates that they have Petrichor set right on this side as the circle send us up, favoring neither SONIQS or Petrichor.
And you can see KDF was posturing. They were actually re-aggressing on this fight between the Petrichor road, which makes me wonder, are they actually just going to push it? Are they going to force this because they know that they need to get in the circle? And the last thing they want to deal with is another team on the north side.
Yeah. Quantum Freaks are burning through their util by the second. I don't think they have a whole lot of lethal throwables left. As now you see here, shots are starting to be fired on the southern side. Freaks are being massively suppressed by Deal and Inonix. A placement point alone, a team eliminated of one of the 2, and Petrichor could beat SONIQS in the other way around as well, as one of them outlive the other with the way that the standings are currently set.
And you can see SONIQS are not trying to move just yet, even though their backs are against the blue. They're just waiting for the last possible moment to move to see if they have any sort of advantage, and you can see the smoke wall is starting to form, which will give them a little push forward.
Important knock coming through from Summer. They're trying to figure out, do we go west, do we go east, how to re-approach this next shift. The circle has swung towards the east, but they want to wait for Freaks to try and make a move down the hillside first.
Petrichor Road jumped up by that 1 point, so they are currently sitting in first place. SONIQS now moving with that smoke wall, and they've actually been given room.
Yep.
They have room
Yep.
in the southwest, and they will find a spot to play. It is quite open, though.
They're not inside the circle just yet either. They have to crest around the eastern side of that ridgeline from where they would be visible to Danova. This fight is still going on. Petrichor against Freaks, 5th against 2nd, trying to decide who's going to win this tournament. The thing is now, SONIQS are going to see this up above. They might just want to engage on this. They have the hold with their backs turned. Yes, they do.
Oh, they do. And so that is it. The Freaks are gone, and SONIQS get the majority of those kills.
Exactly. 2 points rewarded for SONIQS. They're going to be set tied still at 109. 4 teams left alive. SONIQS and Petrichor both knowing where they have one another now. As Snakers finally joins the party, finds Ming. Summer down as well. Petrichor down and out. And that should confirm it with them eliminated in 3rd.
Unbelievable. The SONIQS end up doing it, but still, Danova has the opportunity. They can jump up. They can take 6th place. They can still make this work. And yes, for the Falcons, they can jump Na'Vi at the very least, including AGG.
Everybody wanted Smash Rule. Everybody wanted to see the winner of the tournament win the final game. Well, you might just see it here, even without those rules in place. Danova, 4 alive, have won a phenomenal game almost in this exact position. The way they have been playing the east side of this circle up until this point has been absolutely amazing. But SONIQS, they allowed them in. Now there's one more circle for them to push forward into. Only 4 smokes left to work with. What do you do here if you're SONIQS?
And this brings me flashbacks from last year's Gamer 8 when SONIQS were also in this position around Stahlberg, going towards that 2nd place. Well, I believe they got 2nd place in the final game, but confirming their win. But this time, going for it all. 4 members alive. They still have to push into the circle, Toby.
Tiggleton prone down alongside his teammates, trying to make space, making their way forward. Snakers falls. SONIQS and the rest of the players look towards him and say thank you for the help. But now Danova want to claim yet another win here on this side of the circle. With a win, they could take over Daytrade in 6 players, potentially 2 players down. Danova is full speed sending it.
And just like that, 2 members left, 7 kills. The win, as you said, will propel them above Daytrade, which is... the implications are still quite important here, as there's only 2 members up. They actually managed to get 3, and they're trying to get Tig up here as well.
Just exactly got all 4 players up just for Kickstart to be taken down once again. Again, the isolation play on the side of Danova has been picture perfect. The steal set around the southern side, goes for H-Win, finds him as well, and there you have it. Danova will win the final match of the tournament, but our eyes instantly go to the SONIQS. What an